Hi friends, welcome to this week's MOA's Mini Masters at Home program. For those who don't know me, my name is Miss Jordan and I am the Youth Education Coordinator at MOA. In keeping with our traditional Mini Masters format, today we're going to start off with an art discussion, followed by story time, and conclude with an art project. In this first video, we will both have our art discussion and story time. Then there will be a second video on our website, wisconsinart.org, in which we'll have the art project. In addition, there will be a downloadable PDF file, which will have all the supplies needed for that project. Today's theme is all about birds, so let's start off with our art discussion. Today we're going to be talking about Bruno Ertz's painting, Untitled. This work is in MOA's permanent collection. Let's take a closer look to see what details we can find in this painting. What do you first notice? I first noticed the birds and all the nature. Can you recognize some of those birds? I don't think I'd be able to name all the types of birds, but I definitely recognize a few of them. I think even some of those birds I could find in my own backyard. What about you? What colors do we see in this painting? I notice a lot of them. I notice greens and yellows and tans and browns and blues and black and white and even a bright red and yellow. Did I miss any? What do you notice? One of the reasons why this painting is wonderful is because it shows lots of different types of birds, but I also love the nature setting in this work. Since today we're talking all about birds, I'm going to be coming back and talking more about this painting when we're done with our story. But is there anything else we want to talk about before we jump to story time? Does this painting make us feel a certain way? I feel very relaxed when I look at this painting. What about you? Okay, so let's go on to story time and then we'll come back to this painting when we're done to see if we can make any more connections. Today we're going to be reading Biscuit in the Garden by Alyssa Satin Capucilli. Again, we're going to be reading Biscuit in the Garden by Alyssa Satin Capucilli. Again, this is through HarperCollins Publishing Corporation, and if you have more questions about the copyright information, I'll point out a page towards the end of the story. In addition, I would like to point out that we are able to read this book through Amazon's free Kindle download program. In addition, all stories that we have chosen for Mini Masters at Home can be found on the free ebook list. So let's get on to Biscuit in the Garden. Come along, Biscuit. It's time to visit the garden. Woof, woof. The garden is filled with so many things, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Just look at all the flowers and plants. Woof, woof. You found a butterfly, Biscuit. Woof, woof. You found a worm, too. Woof. Silly puppy, don't dig now. Woof, woof. Oh, Biscuit, you found a little bird. Is the little bird hungry? Woof, woof. Tweet. Let's feed the bird, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Wait, Biscuit, what do you see? Woof. 2 more little birds? Tweet, tweet, here, little birds. Here's some bird seed. Woof, woof. Come along, Biscuit. There's lots more to see. Tweet, woof, woof. Tweet, tweet, woof. Oh no, Biscuit, not the bird seed. Woof, woof. Tweet, 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 tweet. Look at all the birds now. Woof, woof. The garden is filled with so many things, Biscuit. Woof, woof. But you filled the garden with lots of birds, too. Tweet, tweet, woof. The end. So again, for those who have questions about the HarperCollins Publishing Corporation, it can all be found on this page. So now that our story is over with, and we saw a little bit about birds in the garden, let's take another look back at our painting to see if we can make any other connections. Okay, so here we're back at our Bruno Ertz's painting, Untitled. Let's see if we can make any connections from our story back to this painting. Right away, I noticed that some of the birds that are in this painting were actually in our story too. I think it was a cardinal and a blue jay. Did you notice any other birds that were in both? What other things did you notice or observe? Could you make any other connections? One thing that's so great about birds is that we have so many different types of birds here in Wisconsin, but all over the world. So keeping with our bird theme, Make sure you go to the second video on our website to do our bird art project. Today we're going to be making bird kites. Also, again, during this time, please note that on our website, wisconsinart.org, we have other fun activities for families to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed our art discussion and story time, and I hope to see you in our art project. Thank you.